There we go. All right, guys. So welcome to our January 2017 Team Time Zoom meeting. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedules, guys, and being here. We appreciate that. Our goal here tonight is to actually just talk a little bit more about goal setting, because it's the first month of the year and it's time to get back into the groove. We're out of the Christmas break and the holiday craziness and get into the groove of moving along with our Pampered Chef businesses. So we had already done, those of you who are watching the recording, we had already done our quick intros and our recognition. I didn't want to have that on the recording. So we're going to jump right into discussing our goals. So everyone got the papers that I emailed you this afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull out the sheet that says, what are my goals? So this is going to help you set like what your short-term and even long-term goals are. And they could be many different things. Like Robin mentioned earlier, her goal would be to own a new RV so she can travel the country with her family and her animals and her fur baby. So some different ideas, and these are also different reasons. Not only could these be goals, but these are also different reasons why many of us may start a Pampered Chef business as well. So as you're kind of setting your own goals, think about some friends that you may know that could take advantage of a business like this and hit these same goals that you may be seeking to hit. So you may be wanting to pay off debt. You may have something just personal for you. You may want to do a remodel in your house or perhaps new furniture, which I just learned that's what Trisha's going to be doing, saving up for some new furniture for her family room. So there's many different reasons why you may be setting your goals. And I'll share with you some of my, you know what, I forgot to grab my notes. All right, I'm going to have to wing it. I left my notes for my personal goals in the other room. Maybe I can, no, that's okay. All right, so I would love to be able, my new thing is I want to remodel my bathroom. I'm in the kitchen now, so now it's time to move on to the bathroom. So that's like my long-term goal. My short-term goal is to continue to make enough income from my Pampered Chef business to pay our mortgage and our household bills. Looking at that, last year I set a personal sales goal of $4,000 a month. And I set that goal because hitting $4,000 in sales every month on average means that I would need to do at least 5 to 6 cooking shows per month, which gets me in front of, say on average, everybody has like 8 to 10 people in attendance. So on average, that puts you in front of, for easy numbers, in front of like 50 people. And that's quite a bit of people to be in front of each month to be sharing the business opportunity. So at $4,000 in sales also sets you up in a good position to earn other long-term incentives that Pampered Chef offers us. So there is the Excellence Award, and then there's also the trip incentive. Everyone, did you guys check out on Consultants Corner the trip incentive information for this year? You could earn a trip for 2, all expenses paid to get there, your lodging, and some spending money to Puerto Rico or to Sanibel Island? Is that what it's called, Trish? Do you remember?
I don't remember because I'm reaching for Puerto Rico.
Good answer. So they always break it down into 2 different levels, the trip incentives. So It's Amelia Island. That's what it is. Amelia
Okay.
Island
Look beautiful.
in Florida. That's where the level 1 trip is to. And the resort there looked amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then there's the trip to Puerto Rico. So all of your sales counts towards that trip incentive. You get 1 point for every dollar that you spend, and you earn points from recruiting. So Melissa and Colleen, because you just joined and you're not considered, like you didn't qualify yet by submitting your $1,250, once you do that and you qualify, you will receive 3,000 points for that. And as your recruiter, I will also receive 3,000 points for that. So when you share the opportunity with others, all of you, when your new recruits qualify, you earn 3,000 points towards the trip incentive for every person who does qualify in that time frame. So that's a huge help because it reduces the amount of sales that you need to earn the trip. So at $4,000 every month, another reason why I set that goal last year was because our commission structure. $4,000 is where it caps off, where you get the highest commission rate based on your sales every month. So it starts off, those of you who are new, your base commission is 20%, but your commission can be as high as 31% depending on your overall commissions for the month and your level of career title as well. So keep that in mind. And then, so that was like one of the biggest reasons, because I would get paid the most money each month if I hit consistently that $4,000. So I set that as a goal. And then I evaluated my numbers a little bit after the year was over. Did that like last week and realized really to me, like, okay, I hit that goal. And it wasn't that hard to hit it for me. So now I'm going to, and a goal really isn't a goal unless you share it with everybody as well. Or you don't have to share it with everybody, but somebody special to you, somebody close to you, it makes the goal more real. And then that kind of sets you up for an accountability partner as well. So I'm going to share my goal with all of you. And it is my goal to hit $6,000 in sales every single month this year. And if I do that, what will happen after the 12th consecutive month of hitting at least $6,000 or more in commissionable sales, I would be considered what they call an elite seller, and you get even 2% more in your paycheck just for doing that, which equivalents to almost like 10% more in your pocket, really. So by hitting that $6,000 every month, I really think I need to add 2 more shows to my calendar. But it is my goal to hold 8 to 10 shows. So that means I actually have to book 12. So because we all get cancellations too, don't forget. That is the nature of the beast of this business, is the cancellations. So you do have a goal sheet, which is a 3-month action plan. So I don't want to like go through this line by line tonight, but I would like you kind of assign that to you guys as homework, this 3-month action plan. Take some time and look through that. And if you could email me your action plan, you can hand fill it out and scan it in and email it to me, or if you're able to type on the Word doc and then save it and email it to me that way, you're welcome to do it that way. Or if it's just as easy to fill it out with a pen and pencil and take a picture of it and text it to me, you can even do it that way. So whatever works for you, whatever's easiest for you. But take some time this week and fill that out. Because that's going to help me to help you as well and bring you to where you want to go into your business. And the third document that was attached to this was called Looking Forward to 2017 and setting up what your word is for the year. So that could be something just as simple as like a word like consistency. It could be tenacity. It could be, I don't know, organization, whatever it may be. But I took some time and I looked over what I felt I wanted my word to be. And I chose teamwork and as to be my word for 2017. That's more or less for our organization, for teamwork. And I chose that word because it is my goal to help all of you obtain your goals. So I chose teamwork. I know Trish has some input too to share with goal setting and some things she wanted to say about that too. So I'm going to hand the floor over to her right now to discuss what she felt she wanted to say.
Okay, ladies, last week we went to another meeting, Jess and I, another Teams meeting, and we spoke about our goals with the Pampered Chef. And when we talk about goals, we talk about how we're going to push ourselves. Jessica's pushing herself to do $6,000 a month. When I first started, I spoke with Jessica about earning trips because that's very important to me. I love to travel, and that's something our family never really has enough money for, and it never was really that important to my husband. So Jess said to me, you have to do about $4,000 a month, and if you stay on that plan, you'll definitely earn the trip. Well, I've earned my second trip this year, okay, which I'm so excited about.
Yay!
I'm very excited about it. However, short-term goals, it seems like I do enjoy my Pampered Chef commission checks for little things like, you know, the extra spending money, concert tickets going away. But when you want to give yourself a goal of making more money each month and pushing yourself, you have to look short term. So for me, something my family's always wanted is right now we really need new living room furniture, family room. We've needed that for a long time. And so my goal is for the next few months to be able to raise about $6,000 so that I can redo my family room by the fall and purchase all new family room furniture. That alone will push me to be able to book a certain amount of shows because I have to figure out how much money I need each month so that I can save that to be able to do that by the fall. So, you know, you have to sit back and think about it. Think about it, a short-term goal or a long-term goal. What do you really want within the next 3 to 4 months? What could you use your Pampered Chef money for? In the past, I used it for things like June was a big month for me, double hosted credit. I would go crazy knowing I didn't have a paycheck in the summer, and I would use my June commission to be able to go away, to be able to hold me over for the summer. But then it came and it was gone. So I need to be able to look at something that I actually did for my family. And so besides the trip, I'd really like to be able to provide a beautiful family room for us.
Excellent. I know she can do it too.
I'm going to. My husband does a lot for us, so.
He does. He absolutely does. And guys, you know what too? Like a lot of it has to do with attitude even. You got to stay positive. Absolutely. You got to stay positive. Just so you know too, like I went into this month having 11 cooking shows on my calendar. And by January 9th, I lost 4 of them. As far as they go towards cooking shows. 2 of them turned into virtual shows, which they haven't even panned out yet. They're going on right now. And then 2 of them rescheduled for February. So they're at least still workable, but they're not the shows that I had planned on initially going into this month. So sometimes you got to do some schedule juggling as well. And I know we're all we're all busy people. We don't live and breathe Pampered Chef 24/7 like me and Trish do.
It is on my mind though a lot.
But there's always a little bit of time to put into your business. If you need to make phone calls, if you need to do reaching out to people to get those bookings, try a power hour. Set an hour aside each day or 3 times a day until you fill your calendar to where it needs to be, where you want it to be. And it doesn't have to be an hour window. You could break that down into 15-minute segments and do a 15, call. You could probably reach out to at least three to 5 people in 15 minutes. We all know not everybody answers the phone either these days. So be prepared to send a quick text message and include the image of the host special for the month that you're trying to book for. Send an email, do a customer connection email blast.
If you're having a hard time with bookings too, look into the paper, look and see right now where they're having some vendor events, because 1 or 2 vendor events might pick you up 1 or 2 shows. And those 1 or 2 shows will turn into 4 shows. And it just keeps you going so that you have more contacts.
So I have a question. When you say vendor events, what do you do when you go to the vendor events? Are you there with your Pampered Chef utensils, or are you cooking? What do you?
All right. Well, I have one this weekend. I have it at a Life Center from 3 to 6. Mm-hmm. I think she's going to have other people there as well. So what I will do is I'll set up my table. There's only a microwave. So I plan on doing 2 things in the Rock Crock, because next month all of the Rock Crocks are on special. So it would be my best way to be able to get bookings from that event for next month. I don't go to these vendor events to sell product because I don't keep an inventory.
Okay.
I go to these vendors events to introduce myself, meet people, book shows, and maybe find a new consultant or a new lead here and there.
Okay.
And it really is fun. That's why we're doing this. We're people. We like to meet new people, and when you're out there, sometimes you have the opportunity to meet people outside of your box. That's what's going to, keep your business growing.
Okay, thanks.
Trish, is this event actually in East Brunswick?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's where I live. Where are you going to be?
This event is in East Brunswick, in New Jersey.
Where? I live in East Brunswick. So where?
Oh, it's the Legacy Life Center.
Okay, Legacy Life Center.
Yes.
All right.
It's 3 to 6 on Saturday.
Okay.
And if you come out, it's a really nice idea, because then you can kind of see what I'm doing, and it might be something you want to do. Sometimes it's just a vendor show that you pay $25 for, and there's 200 tables.
Uh-huh.
And basically at those type of shows, I don't cook. I might bring something for people to sample. Mm-hmm. And I might have a little gift made up, wrapped, and take everybody's information as a door prize.
Okay.
But again, you can walk away from that with 1 or 2 shows that'll hold you over. One year I went to a vendor event. It poured. No one came. The last person that came in booked a show from me. That one person, her shows held me through the summer. All the shows I got from that one show. And that was completely outside my box. So it's definitely worth your time.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was in East Brunswick. That's why I mentioned where is it? Because I know, obviously, Margie, that's where I know she lives. So if she's able to just stop by and just see how you set your table up would be helpful for her. So
I'll put the information on our wall, Margie, in case you want to attend.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll try to come. I will.
Excellent. So I think it might be a good idea. What do you guys think, to share some more booking tips? Yes?
Some what kind of tips?
Booking
tips.
Well, Jess, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear from some of the other girls. I'd like to hear from Tammy or maybe Colleen. I'd like to know what their goals are for this year. Do they have any goals in mind? What are they reaching for? Because they're like, Colleen, you're a newbie. I have some newbies on my team too. Maybe you have the same goals that they have, or maybe you'll say something that they might find very interesting.
Excellent. I love it because that's keeping us on track of our topic.
I'll go first if you don't mind.
No.
What I want is, I've been asked to do, and I didn't realize I was muted, and I was trying to talk to you, and I'm like, nobody hearing me, because I muted myself when I was coughing. So, I wanted to do some events. I've been asked to do some events, and I was like all gung-ho. I have all my stuff ready to go. I had index cards set up with decorated so that I can explain to everybody basically what they're looking at. But when I get there, everybody wants a cash and carry. And I'm like, okay, so the last one I did, it was for a lady who had cancer, and they were raising money. Everybody had cash and carry stuff but myself, and I didn't get one booking. People came over, they asked, and I was telling them they were all interested, wrote down their information, never wrote down their phone number. So, of course, now I mail stuff out, and I never hear back from them. So the biggest thing is, if I could accumulate at least a little bit of the smaller items that people would be interested in, I could do a cash and carry at the events and then get bookings on top of that maybe. That's one thing that I want to try and do.
Well, Tammy, for Christmas, what I did was I took the 1-cup rep bowls, because you get a set of 6, and I filled them with some treats that were wrapped so that, it was fresh. Like no one touched it, and put a little ornament on top of it, an ornament that came in a pack of 4, and wrapped them up. Okay. So you could think of stuff like that too. That's really quick. Or some of the cookbooks right now are fabulous prices on our outlet, like $4.
Right.
Even if you just have 10 of them to sell, you might want to say to the people you speak to, if you host a show with me, I'll donate $25 back to the woman who this vendor show is for.
Right.
So if that vendor show is being held to support a woman of cancer type thing, anyone that booked a show from you that day, you would donate $25 or $10 or whatever percentage you want into that girl. So they're not buying from you, but together you're helping the cause.
And right now there's going to be, from what I understand, a vendor show set up for like a bridal expo. Down in Atlantic City. So I'm looking into getting set up for that as well, waiting for a phone call back from them. But I've also been letting people know that, like I said in the beginning, I do a lot of Facebook events. And matter of fact, I have 2 going on right now. And if you see me on my phone, that's who I'm messaging back and forth, these people that are answering questions. So I tell the people on there that not only if they purchase their items for $75 or more, they get a free item from, to pick from, that I will also contribute a free item to them if they book a show off of me.
Perfect.
Nobody's biting.
Well, instead of saying
you're
that,
getting a free item from Pampered Chef, you're getting a free item from me to book a show, and then you're getting, especially for this month, you're getting double rewards. Nobody's biting.
Well, maybe start a conversation with them instead of that. Ask, get a little bit more personable with them instead. Instead of pushing for the sale and the booking off the get-go, say, I'm looking for a little feedback on this show style. Are you having fun? What do you think of it? I was actually going to go into some virtual show tips too. That I took some training on that about 2 weeks ago, and I have someone came to our upline director in Maryland, came to their meeting. He started. It's a male. He just does Facebook parties. He literally had 22 shows going just in December alone. So he's like a virtual show rock star. He's also a director, which means he's recruited at least 5 people and built a small team already. And he's been in the business for maybe a year.
Wow.
So he came to Joyce Phillips' meeting, our upline, and shared his tips and tricks of the trade. So they did a Facebook Live thing, and I downloaded it and uploaded it to YouTube. So I have it to share with you guys. It is a little lengthy, though. It's probably about an hour and a half long. And the reason I've waited to share it is because I did want to announce it on the meeting, but yet I was also waiting for some supporting documents that he shares and that he uses to work off of so he can run a successful virtual show. So I just got my hands on all of that information like 2 days ago. So what he does that has found to be more successful for him with his virtual shows is he has his hosts also do posts, but he gives them the words and the images to say. So there's an advantage to that too because of how Facebook works. If nobody clicked going or interested or maybe or whatever to your event, they're just still sitting there invited, they didn't react to the notification, they're not seeing any of your posts in their news feeds because you two are not Facebook friends. But when the host posts something, because the host and that person are Facebook friends, it does come up in their news feed. So that's an advantage to having your host do some of the posts. So, for example, one of the posts you can have your host do is say how easy it is to work with Tammy to have a Facebook party. I didn't have to clean. I didn't have to worry about having an extra roll of toilet paper in the bathroom, and we're all partying online. How fun is this? Explain how fun it is. Have your host do that for you. So maybe in particular with this person, start off with like having them ask them, are they having fun, or what product have you seen that you really like that you may not be getting now? Find out what they want that they're not getting now, and then tell them, how about if I help you get that for free? Wouldn't you rather turn that into a $75 order into a booking instead of, per se, a $100 order or something like that?
If they're not booking for this month with double credit, they're definitely going to want to book for next month because all the Rock Crock products are incredibly priced.
I have one booked already for February. And I have, like I said, the 2 going on right now.
You could even ask your host, do you have a Rock Crock? And if she says yes, what do you cook in your Rock Crock? Could you do me a favor? Could you post a picture of it? Well, for our show. I try to promote for my virtual shows this month what is the special for next month so that I could get people to book for next month. Either they're going to buy it outright or they're going to book for it. So if you want your host to post, like Jess said, maybe I might say to my host ahead of time, do you want a Rock Crock? What are you making it? Why don't you try this recipe for me? Take a picture of it, and can you post it with a blurb? Because if you do that, your show sales will increase tremendously, and I don't want to make it be like, and you'll also be helping me, because sometimes you don't know the person that well. They don't really want it. They don't really care about helping you. They know you're making money.
Excellent. So, Colleen, I know Trish had asked you too what some of your goals may be.
I think she's on mute.
Yeah.
That means we can't hear her.
She
Right.
just lost her sound. She just typed it in. She lost her sound on the computer.
Oh, there we go. My goals for this year are to hit the numbers out of the gate and really try to make this successful. So if and when I do find a job, maybe I just need a part-time one. I do like the idea of vendor shows. I did that years ago with Creative Memories. Okay, excellent. So anybody else have some goals that they want to share with us?
Lisa, are you still on?
Yeah, I just muted myself for a little bit.
Because you've said many times to me that you'd rather do Pampered Chef.
Yes, that's one of my goals. And to just do that and not, have to because I just love it so much. So
I know you do.
just doing that, and also just as far as like just goals to get more, I'm more comfortable with the Facebook parties, but I don't mind the cooking shows. But I just think that the Facebook ones, I had 2 so far in the couple of months that I've been with Pampered Chef, but they were great. They worked out, and I used the Cinch share and everything that you showed me, and I mean, I think they were great. And I do encourage, I had one host that, I mean, her party was so big in sales because she posted things, and she posted Pampered Chef products that she had. So I think it's good to encourage the hosts to, you know, to post recipes and things like that. And I don't think it's that bad to just ask them to do a, you know, to do a recipe and just take a picture of it. I don't think that's a big thing to ask. And a lot of people, the 2 hosts that I had for the Facebook parties loved it because they said that was so easy. One did 700 in sales. The other one did a little over 500 in sales. And they got all these free items and half price items. And they were like, wow, that was easy.
Were there anyone on those shows, anyone that you noticed commented a lot? They may be the people you want to reach out to.
Yeah, and there is a few that we've been going back and forth a little bit with each other, but they are interested in possibly doing one show was the girl lives in Pennsylvania, so most of her friends were there, so they're just interested in just doing, you know, a Facebook virtual show.
So what are your goals? Did you make any? I know it's been a rough start for you for January, but looking forward till June, short term.
Yeah, I mean, my goals is to definitely book few more parties a month, like at least you know 4 to 6 parties, and just be able to pay off some debt and. I would like to do at least $1,000 a month for right now.
You absolutely can do that, but we all know it doesn't come that easy. We all know you have to set aside time, and you have to make the phone calls, do the vendor events,
Right.
you'll get yourself up and going. But when you see that commission check come in, and I know, Lisa, you've been with me when you've seen the deposit, it's very exciting.
Oh yeah, definitely. So that's what I'm looking towards. And then, I mean, I am pushing the double host credit this month. I know that it comes up again in June, but then also like just getting out there the flyers, you know, for February too, like you were saying with the Rock Crocs, and just getting more bookings basically.
Well, I do want you to know, thank you, Lisa, for letting us know, because I know that Pampered Chef means a lot to you and it's something you love. Colleen did just comment that her husband would like her to earn a trip. And I would love you to go on a trip with us too.
I want to go on the cruise. I can't even express more than a paycheck, because obviously if you're earning a trip, you're earning a nice paycheck in every month. But I can't even express to you how wonderful Pampered Chef makes you feel on one of their Pampered Chef trips. Yeah. Oh, right. And I know, and you've told me when you went on the last trip how great it was.
That was my first goal, but think about it. You're making a paycheck as well each month.
Right. And then also the recruiting, because I do have people that are interested, and, you know.
If you need help with that, let Jess and I know. We'd be more than glad to help you.
All right. Thanks. I definitely will.
So Lisa, you mentioned earlier $1,000. Was that $1,000 in sales, or was that $1,000 in commission?
Sales, yeah, in sales, I feel like that's a realistic goal for me right now.
Okay.
I would like it to go, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that in sales.
Okay. So on average, that would mean, because our national show average is $549 or something like that in our region. So technically, that just means 2 shows.
Right.
So break that down, because you want to factor in for cancellations, guys, too. So if you want to have and hold 2 shows a month, you're going to want to book double that, 4.
Right.
So how would that make you feel to have consistently each month those 2 shows submitted, Lisa?
Oh, that would be great. I would just feel more confident. I would feel, that it's really, because I was a little down when it dropped off now all of a sudden, because I did have 2 people say they were going to do shows for me this month, and then.
So did I, Lisa. So did I.
So I want to, it would definitely boost a lot to my confidence for that, for sure.
It does that to all of us. Like Jess said, she started out with 11. It made me, sorry, Jess, but it made me
No,
feel
go
so,
ahead.
it made me feel so good when you said that you started with 11 and lost a few. I shouldn't be feeling good that you lost shows, but it made me feel good because it made me, I know. It made me
Because I feel like I'm not alone. Like this is
Yeah.
not my, but it's just, it's just having those goals of, if I can do at least 2 shows a month and hit that goal, that would make me feel a lot better. Because I do love it. Because in other, not to go on and on, but I've been in other direct sales things, and at this point, I'm like, forget it. I just give up. But I'm not that way with Pampered Chef because I love it, and I know that I want to be in for the long haul. So,
You will be. You will be.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
When I started Pampered Chef, I was so discouraged. Jessica and Trish, they both kind of kept me in the business because I was ready to give up. I already paid for the conference and everything. And I said, I'm not going. I'm done with this. And look at me. I'm still here. And matter of fact, I was just messaging somebody who seen my short video of how I made the steak in the grill pan with the grill press.
All right.
And he says, oh my God, that looks so good. And he says, I got that damn cast iron too. And I told him, I said, it's not a cast iron, it's a Pampered Chef grill press. And then I said, I tell you what, and this is in a message. I tell you what, why don't you pick a date in January and we'll set up a Facebook party. And I said, and for the month of this month, it's double in spending money. And then I said, I will also send you a gift for just having a Facebook party. So I'm still waiting for him. Oops, he just messaged me. So I'm going to have to check that out and see what he says. But yeah, don't give up.
Thank you so much. That's
It's well worth the wait.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it.
And let me tell you, she was crazy at conference.
I'm hearing, I know with the boxes and everything.
She was crazy funny.
That's
Oh,
great.
yeah. I love people, so that's the reason I'm with the Pampered Chef.
Yeah.
I can talk to anybody. And now I joined Planet Fitness. And boy, let me tell you, I'm giving out those cards like they're
Good for you.
oh yeah.
When you-
Everybody in the locker room, I even
Yep.
have them in my pocket. And when they're exercising and we start talking, I say, here, let me give you my card. I'm a Pampered Chef consultant.
Let me show you how to get some items free. Everyone loves the word free.
Great.
I know. That's the key word now.
Thank you.
Robin, you learned a lot at conference, though, too, with all of the classes and workshops that we were in.
Oh, yes. I mean, I am so glad I went because I now feel more comfortable with the computer. I
Yeah.
can look for things on the consultant corner and I can find it. If I buy something, I look at the consultant's corner where they have stuff that you can buy, but it doesn't, non-commissioned sales, that's what it is.
Right.
And that's how I got a lot of my stuff from my commission checks. I used that back to buy that.
Yeah.
But I also bought some other things, to give out to gifts. And like I've got 2 vendor shows coming up. One is in this month, and one is right before Valentine's. And I've already got it planned what I'm going to do. Like Trish said, those little bowls, I'm going to put little heart kisses in there or something and then wrap them up in nice paper and put them out for prizes. I mean, it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, but it's well worth it.
You get raspberry habanero sauce?
Oh, yes, I did. Oh, my God, I sold 10 bottles.
I just saw.
I had him with me because she told me, Gisela, or how do you say your name?
Gisela.
Gisela? Well, in German, it's Gisela.
Right.
But anyway, she told me go get a whole bunch of those Panero sauce, or habanero sauce. So I did this, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with all these? Because it was a whole box full. And lo and behold, I sold 10 on that one show that I went to. I charged $12.50 for them because I had to pay for shipping. I had to pay for taxes. So I included that.
Good girl.
And I tell you what, once they tasted it, they said, oh, that's too hot. I said, no, it isn't. I said, I can't do hot stuff. And I said, watch this. And I just stuck it right in my mouth. And they looked at me, and, that's not hot. I said, no, try it.
Right.
And one lady, she bought 2 bottles because she wanted one for herself and one for her husband. So thank you so much, Gisela, for that
Yes,
tip.
and Giselle, that's fun for a vendor show too. You don't have to worry about cooking. You could show our beautiful stoneware platter with the cream cheese and the sauce on it.
Well, that's what I do
That's what I did.
at vendor fairs. That's what I do because you know what? It always saves the day because
Yes.
sometimes those things they're not so great. But I always sell the raspberry habanero.
Oh, that's so delicious, too.
Yeah. I sell
got it always-
so much of that.
I always make extra and put it in the refrigerator. I have it always on hand now because I just love it. I fell in love with it.
Yeah. It's also very good on Brussels sprouts.
Mm,
Oh, now I
really?
didn't try that.
If you like Brussels sprouts. Even
I
if
do.
you don't like it, you'll like it.
It might even taste good on cabbage.
Yeah, that tastes good on anything, but on Brussels sprouts, it's really good. I didn't like Brussels
I have to
sprouts
try that.
before, now I do. So basically, out of that, hopefully you guys all kind of grabbed the information from what Robin had said in the beginning was really what pushed her over the edge was she had already registered for conference. She was ready to give up. But Trish and I said, no, come still. It'll pump you up. And we'll be there to push you along throughout the way. So that means I want to segue into our conference dates for this year. August 3rd through the 5th is when National Conference is going to be in Rosemont, Illinois. So save those dates and consider coming to conference because conference is not only fun and we get to do a lot of networking and some drinking and some
Oh, yeah.
lumber partying.
You walk away with free stuff.
There's always perks to go into conference. But what you get from it in terms of the breakout sessions that they offer is absolutely priceless, the training that they give us with that. So really think about investing into yourself and your own business and coming to National Conference. There is always a registration fee, and that is usually around $200, $250, and you can use your Pampered Chef dollars to pay for that as you accumulate Pampered Chef money over the next few months. There is those of you who are a little bit more seasoned consultants and not earning Pampered Chef dollars in the new Consultants Reward Program, you can always earn Pampered Chef dollars when you share the business opportunity with others. That's the other thing we receive as the recruiter when they qualify, and that is $30 in Pampered Chef dollars, in addition to those bonus 3,000 points that we get for the trip incentive. So that's just another way to build up Pampered Chef dollars, other than the sales incentives that home office gives us throughout the year. So on average, just so you guys know and can budget yourselves, because it is January, conference is 8 months away, there's plenty of time to start saving for it now. Even if you just put $10, $15, $20 aside a month from here through August, you'd be surprised at how much money you could save up. So there's the expense of the hotel and, of course, the airfare because we're flying out to a conference. And then you have to include some extra cash for food, like wining and dining, and any spending money, any extra things that you may want to purchase.
Like the boxes.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, tell them about those boxes, Trish.
Well, they might cost $25, but you get $75 or more in that $25 box of free Pampered Chef products. By the $50 one, you might get $150 to $200 in it.
Excellent. It's crazy how much people go nuts over these boxes. It's like fun to watch.
And that's what you could sell at your vendor shows.
Yeah, because you really get a lot of stuff in a box for $5, $10, $15, even $20. And then they put in, at least this year, they put in golden tickets into
Which
the
I
boxes, which not all boxes had them. And Trish was a recipient of a golden ticket. Robin was a recipient of a golden ticket. And for that golden ticket, they got a piece of cookware with that golden ticket. So you just never know.
Now, if you don't go to conference, are you still able to purchase the boxes or no?
No, they're only at
We're
conference.
there.
If your
Yep.
friends get it for you, that go.
Jessica, I'll be sending you a check.
Okay. I want you to come with us.
Well, with me working for the hospital, it's hard for me to get off of work.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that I'm off now under disability for my foot surgery, but when I go back, it's like crunch time, even though we just went live with this system. So it's going to be hard for me to even get off of work.
It's Thursday through Saturday, so technically you only need to take 2 days off.
And what month? Yeah. You tell me, talk to my boss.
August.
When is this, August?
August 3rd through the 5th.
One of our other consultants said something very interesting the other night. She said if you started a new job and they offered training, you certainly would go to that training because you want to do the best you can at that job. So, you know, going to conference, besides it being so much fun and having to juggle your schedule, what you walk away with from there is amazing what it can do for your business. So it's just food for thought. You know, within the next 6 months, even if you put $100 from your shows each month on the side, if you have a credit card and you have flying mileage, that might take care of your flight. So it doesn't necessarily have to cost you that much money, and the experience and the training is priceless.
And it's not only that, just look at it too. It's like a girl's
Weekend.
way, you know. Yes, it's business, but you know.
That's another one of my goals. I want to go to the conference.
Yay!
You'll have so much fun. Lisa, it's for you. Everything we do is for our family.
Right.
Right?
So with that being said, guys, I have a cash in on conference incentive that I'm going to run for the team. So you can go to conference and I'll be handing you cash. So that could be your spending money alone that you would need for your food.
I got that.
Yeah. You got a good chunk of cash that year I did that too, Trish. And
I did.
that was the first year Trish went to conference is the first year that I had to back out of going to conference due to a close friend vacation. Our very close friends were celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, and they invited us to come along with them and their family on an Alaskan cruise. So that's what I did instead that year. But I really, really felt an impact of not going to conference for the first time ever. It's amazing what it can do for you and your business. So Trish went for the first time, and that was the same year that she promoted to director. So it really lit a spark under her bum too, and got her really inspired and motivated to do more and to promote herself. So how this cash in on conference is going to work is, and I'm going to email out these details so everybody has a copy of them. I just didn't want to do it before the meeting because I wanted to announce this incentive. So it's going to run now through July 31st. So we've got the entire year leading up to conference for you guys to earn some extra cash for conference. So here's the stipulations though to actually get this cash. You have to go to conference and you have to be an early bird registrant. And although I don't know what the early bird registry date is just yet because it's kind of too soon for them, they haven't even announced anything other about conference except the dates. So figure you're going to need to register by somewhere probably sometime in May is what I'm guessing is when the early bird registration information is going to come out. And then you can earn money by your sales, by recruiting, and by promoting. So you can earn, you'll earn a conference dollar for each $1,000 in sales you submit in a month. So let's say, for example, you have $2,500 in sales submitted in the month of January, you've earned $2. Another way to earn cash is you can receive 5 conference dollars for each new qualified recruit that you share the opportunity with. So recruit between January and July, and they qualify by the end of July, July 31st, you'll receive $5 for each of those qualified recruits. So let's say, for example, you recruited 3 people just between January and July, and they qualified. It's $15 right there.
That's a box. That's one of those surprise packages.
And then also, I've got some incentives for promoting. So promote to senior consultant, and that means now promote for the first time because you can go up and down in title too, depending on sales. Promote for the first time to senior consultant and earn $2 for just for promoting. Promote to oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. It goes senior consultant. Trish, what's the next title?
Senior consultant director.
No, there's one in between with 2. Team leader? What is that? Used to
Team leader. Team leader.
Yeah. Yes, team leader. A team leader is someone with 2 people, so promote to team leader and get $3 for that. And then promote to director, and that's $5 for that. And then for my directors who are already directors, so Trish, this is you. Here's an incentive, a basic incentive for you and your team too. Be active, paid as director, and be green by 15. So that means you're a director team by the 15th of the month. You'll get 10 conference dollars for each month you achieve that. And then I think I've got, I don't have it written down, but I think I just thought of something else to add to that. So I'm going to put a bonus incentive in here too. But you'll all see highlighted as bonus incentive when I send out the rest of the details of the Cash In On conference. I'm going to leave you hanging there so you read it. So that's one of the incentives that we've got going on. And then another way that you can earn some cash from me, your director, and use towards conference is the Green by 15 incentive. I know, and I have to apologize, the last basically 3 months of the year, I've completely slacked on sending out my happy mail and my postcards and all that jazz. But part of my theme for choosing that word teamwork is to reward you guys for doing more things and for just even being active. So it is my goal to be even more organized this year and be able to get this stuff out to you. So the Green by 15 incentive, which is submit sales, at least $150 in commissionable sales by the 15th of each month. You'll get that postcard that some of you have already received. And when you collect those postcards, I think it's every 3, you get Pampered Chef dollars from me. You collect one for every single month of the year, then you can hand them, then you, at the end of the year, you can pick something up to a $50 value for Pampered Chef logo wear. So, but every Green by 15 card is worth some Pampered Chef dollars. So when you have collected at least, I think it's 3 of them, you can receive Pampered Chef dollars. And Pampered Chef dollars can be used towards your registration fee. So that's what I mean by Green by 15 can also help you earn some cash for that incentive, the cash in on conference incentive. So some other things I would like to announce is I am offering coaching calls. Anyone who wants to work one-on-one with me, I am open to set up conference calls. I've been looking at my schedule, and I am going to be putting aside at least 2 days a week with an early morning time slot at 8 a.m. I'm blocking off hour time slots. Our call could be an hour. Our call could be 20 minutes, 15 minutes. It really depends on the topic that you want to go over and what kind of goals we want to set with that call for our next call. So I have an 8 a.m. call, and then I have from 1 p.m. Now they're all on the hour time slots. So 1 p.m. through 3 p.m. And then again, I start them up at 7 p.m. through 9 p.m. So I'm going to be doing these mostly on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but this week I have Wednesday and Thursday. So if anybody wants to jump on a coaching call like this Wednesday or Thursday, just send me a private message that you'd like to set one up. If not for this week and you want to set it up for next week, send me a private message. Let's set this up. Let's set these dates up, and let's get you to where you want your business to be. Also, anyone who is looking to get their more out of their Pampered Chef, such as even sharing the business opportunity with others and promote to director, I'm teaming up with Roseanne Filippo, who is the director up in Manalapan that I've teamed up with, that we're starting to do a lot of things with. We're going to be doing a Get Your More, what you're looking for out of your Pampered Chef business. And when did we say that we were going to do that? We're going to, and I'm going to email this out to everybody so you have all this information as well. We're going to do that as a kickoff Zoom call on Tuesday the 17th at 8 p.m. So we've got that for Tuesday the 17th at 8 p.m. Get the more you're looking for out of your business. Also, if anybody has any current leads right now that are interested in the Pampered Chef opportunity and you need a little help to talk to them, to help them make an educated decision on if this is something that they want to try, we can either set up a three-way call or you can invite them to our virtual Look and Learn event. And those Look and Learn events are going to be done the last Tuesday of every month. Excuse me. So the January Look and Learn event is set up for the 24th at 8 p.m. So the week of the 16th is when we're actually going to have that event set up for you guys to send invites out via Facebook. But I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So in the event earlier in the month, you come across someone who may be interested in the business and you want to invite them to the Look and Learn, you can certainly let them know that we always have a virtual event going on the end of the month. It's totally no obligation. Just check it out. Some of you have already participated in our Look and Learn events that we've done in the past. So you know, they're really harmless, and it's really just to share more information about the business opportunity and get them to think if this is something that they see fit for their family and themselves. And then let's see. In order to receive the Happy Mail from me also, besides the Green by 15 card in the mail, you will need to submit at least $750 in commissionable sales in order to receive some more Happy Mail from me, which means you'll get, you kind of get like trinkets and gifts and rewards for your achievements. So basically, the more you do, the more you'll receive all around. And guys, save this date. February 6th. Some of you are probably already aware of it, but February 6th at 6:30, we've got our spring launch scheduled. I believe at the very least, what I could do in the team page that night is go Facebook Live. I haven't received from home office any detailed information yet on how this is going to be run. In the past, there was always a live feed from Pampered Chef, so you could probably just go onto your own computer and go right onto, I think, Tammy, you did that the last time we had product reveal. So I think that's pretty much how that's going to go down. But Monday, February 6th is when they're going to do that live stream and announce what the new spring products are. And they've already announced, if you didn't see, I put the picture up on our team page of what's being discontinued already. So,
A lot of stuff.
yeah, it is a lot of stuff. I'm really shocked about the trifle bowl, to be honest with you.
I know. I'm going to have to get at least 2 of them.
I know, I love it. Maybe they're redesigning it.
I don't think so.
That and then instead of the wait, I just posted it
The
here.
bamboo boards, I love those, both of those.
The what was the other one? I'll catch up. Let me find it.
Okay. I mean, just even, it looks like all the bamboo products are going out.
Yeah, as well as the knives.
Yeah.
The stoneware starter kit.
Well, those are they're going away because they're going to change what the half price combinations are for the season, because they're more like seasonal type stuff.
Right, but can anybody get those? It
Yeah,
does not be a host, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they'll be in the catalog as individual things that you can
Right.
order. Yeah, they're not
But
like,
not as a special.
yeah, not as a
Oh.
special. That set is what's going away. Yeah.
And I don't have that combo all-purpose pot, so I need that too.
Now you're starting to sound like me, Tammy.
I believe I
You can
got
get that at convention, Tammy, in one of those boxes.
Yeah, but the
I did.
convention's not yet, though.
Yeah, I got the trifle bowl in the convention.
Hmm.
There's a bunch of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff.
You got that too?
Yeah.
Wow.
And one of those donut cake holders, you know, they're like 3 tiers. They get bigger. And well,
Oh, the 3-tier plate platter. Yeah.
yeah, I got one of those.
It's like a donut holder. What?
You got
Yeah,
good
well,
stuff.
I call it a donut holder because that's what it reminds me of. And guess what? I'm going to get a call tomorrow from the prospective client.
Good.
in Ohio. So
Yay.
hopefully that'll work out.
Yay, Robin.
Who's that? Shannon? Is that what you mean?
I was texting him the whole time
him.
while I've
Oh,
been
okay.
on video with you guys.
Okay.
And he said, that sounds excellent. It's just right up my alley. And I said, well, give me a call tomorrow and we'll go over everything. And he says, no problem, kiddo. I'll call you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, those were all the announcements I think that I wanted to get out there. I'm just going to hit the stop recording button and just open it up for Q&A and any other topics we may want to touch on really quick because we're already it's already 8:30. So I do appreciate you guys taking time out and being here. Our next meeting, though, also just so you have this date, I have it slotted for Tuesday, March 14th. And we would really, Trish and I would really love to build up our attendance physically at location here at my home so we can do some recipes and really get to use the tools and really dig in more training and in terms of that aspect. So
Yeah, and it's great for you girls too because you really get to feed off of one another and pick up different ideas and different things. It's great.
Well, Trish, Jess, if you do it, if everybody's going to be there and you do me a live feed on there, I can do that. You're an hour and a half away from me.
Yes.
yes.
So driving rush hour is going to be, I would get there when your party's ending. And then I'm sleeping over because then I'm not driving an hour and a half back home.
Yes, I totally understand that. And you're not the only one on the team who lives far away either, like even, hour and a half. So I always open up the meetings to a Zoom feed like this.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that, yeah.
So nobody's missing out on anything. Okay. So just know, I want to try and keep things consistent because I think this will help us to have more consistent attendance. So going forward for this year, our meetings are going to be on the second Tuesday of every month, unless otherwise specified. Like for example, February, it's actually a national meeting, so every single consultant is holding a meeting on Monday, February 6th. So going forward, mark in your calendars the second Tuesday of every month throughout the year. That's when we're going to have our team meetings. So block that off. And with that said, I'm just going to end the recording now. So here we go.